Hey everyone, today my wife Courtney and I are here at Disney's Contemporary Resort. I am so excited. We have a dining reservation for California Grill. We actually made a California Grill dining reservation for my 40th birthday that ended up being canceled because of COVID. So we are now finally getting that chance to go to California Grill. It's like the 5th time we've had a reservation. We've had to cancel them before, do all kind of stuff. I am so excited to finally get to eat here. I'm not going to be talking to you at all inside the restaurant. It's a fancy restaurant. We are going to try to just show you the food and then give our opinions of the food after we have eaten. But we still have about an hour till check-in at the restaurant, so we're gonna walk around the Contemporary and enjoy one of the great deluxe resorts here in Walt Disney World.
I hear someone's celebrating an anniversary.
Two someones to be exact.
Well, this calls for a celebration.
Or at least a song.
Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to both of you. Happy anniversary to you. And many more. Congratulations.
We have now returned to the second level of Disney's Contemporary Resort after our meal at California Grill, and boy, do I have a lot to say about that meal. First of all, before I get started, it is my obligation as a know-it-all Disney person to say that we are on the second level of the Contemporary, right by the Ballroom of the Americas, which is where Richard Nixon said, "I am not a crook." So that is my obligatory reference to Richard Nixon in this vlog. So the California Grill 3-course selection menu, it's a prefix, is $89 for adults and $39 for children 3 to 9. So we got an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. We both got to pick one of those things. So for the appetizers, I got the Sonoma goat cheese ravioli, and this is undeniably the star of the whole experience. I gave Courtney a very, very little bit because it wasn't huge, but it was so good. The goat cheese was what made it special. Like, everything was cooked very well, and there were mushrooms and seasonings, and all of that was great. But really, it was the goat cheese that had such a strong flavor. But goat cheese is subdued, so it was strong yet subdued at the same time, and just really went well with all of the seasoning. I would say, no matter who you are, unless you are a vegan, get the Sonoma goat cheese ravioli at California Grill. Courtney got the sashimi and nigiri sampler. This was tuna, salmon, and hamachi served with traditional garnishes. She really did like it. It was, she said, very fresh. Like, everything you could tell was really well prepared. Now, it's raw fish, so you have to be prepared for that. I think that given the choice, she might have gone with the ravioli instead if she would have known how good that was going to be, but I don't think she regrets what she got. It just, once she saw both of them, she was like, okay, that ravioli looks good. The Chef's Journey, which is the entree, this is the big portion that you get to pick. I got the, oh boy here, saffron cavatelli. This is the only plant-based option out of the entrees. It is the only vegetarian option out of the entrees. It's petite heirloom squash, spinach, roasted cipollini onions, blistered tomatoes, and sunflower basil pesto. And it was basically just a fancy pasta dish, but things that I don't normally like squash and zucchini, and some of those things that normally I will leave to the side when I'm eating a dish, they cooked them so well. They seasoned them with the olive oil. They cooked them with the olive oil. It was done so very well that I ate everything. Like, I literally got more bread because they had a bread service that was also very good, but I got more bread so I could soak it into the olive oil and make sure that I got everything out of the bowl. Courtney got the cast iron grilled pork tenderloin, which is goat cheese polenta, forest mushrooms, lacquered pork belly, root spinach, corn, and Zinfandel glaze. Now, Courtney said that she has been trying not to have pork that much anymore, so she was really, really excited at how this was not only pork, which she hasn't had in a long time, but because it was such quality pork that it kind of made her miss pork. I think she's gonna have to realize it all doesn't taste that good. But considering that pork is usually very like gristly and very hard to separate, she was able to cut it with very little help from her knife. Like, it wasn't like normal pork that you would get at the grocery store. It was cooked well. She really liked it, and the sauce that came with it was sweet, so that kind of counteracted the savory nature of the pork. So I was surprised this was what she decided to go with for her entree, but she was very, very happy with it. There is a Wagyu strip loin that I wanted to mention, that even if you get the prefix menu for $89, you have to pay another $47 to get the Wagyu strip loin. And the people sitting next to us actually got it. And I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat meat anymore, but I used to eat meat, and I'll tell you what, it did look good. As for the dessert, Courtney got the Valrhona ganache torte, which is coffee cream. That coffee cream really surprised her. I know that the second she got a little taste of that, she was like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. Praline crunch, salted caramel, and cocoa nibs. And she really liked this dessert. It was rich, but also I think a little creamy, and it wasn't overly sweet or anything. I mean, a lot of times we have those phrases that we use for desserts, but that was one of them. I got the white chocolate cherry creme brulee, almond chiffon, dark chocolate cremeux, almond crunch, Morello cherry gel, and black plums. So, my thought on this was, I'm obviously gonna love this. It's creme brulee, right? Like, I love creme brulee. So instead of just judging it on its own, I thought I would judge it against the creme brulee I had at Chefs de France fairly recently and compare the two, because then it's not just me saying, oh, it's so good, because I do think the creme brulee at Chefs de France was a little better. What you're gonna like about this one, if you like the California Grill version better, is that it does come with a layer of white chocolate on the bottom and that cherry flavor that you can sort of scoop up. If you really like cherry, you're gonna get more flavors. But the actual creme brulee itself in Chefs de France is more of a French style. It's what you can expect if you would be in France, whereas this is a California take on a French dish. So I do think I like the version at Chefs de France more, but we're really, really splitting hairs because the version at California Grill was amazing. And then we got to go out on the walkway after we were done and look down on Magic Kingdom, look over towards Epcot. We could actually see all the way over to the wheel at Icon Park. We could see over to Universal. We saw Volcano Bay. We saw Hollywood Studios, the Swan and Dolphin. Like, it's so amazing. It's something that I think everybody should try to experience if they can. If you do eat at California Grill, just make sure you take the time to walk out there and enjoy it, because it's almost awe-inspiring. The way Spaceship Earth looks, it's a few miles away, but you're looking down on it and it just looks like so commanding. Poking over the trees and everything. It's really, really cool. California Grill was 100% worth it in my opinion, and I am cheap. So to say that something that cost $89 a person, now we did get our annual pass holder discount on that meal, but we also had to tip and we had to pay for our sodas. So, well, my soda, Courtney's tea. A couple things I did want to mention. One was because it was our anniversary, they gave us free champagne. Now, they did not know that I don't drink, so Courtney got 2 free champagnes, and she said the champagne was very, very good. I don't know if I would know, even if I still drank, how to tell the difference between good and bad champagne, but Courtney knew. I also wanted to say that Roberto M. who was the cast member who was our server, was very good. He was proud of this restaurant. He knew every item inside and out. When I said I was vegetarian, I didn't even say anything about gelatin, and he told me the desserts that contain gelatin. Like, that's how on the ball he was as a server. He was bringing me sodas before I could ask for more sodas, and that's rare in a server. So it was just a great meal the entire way around. The atmosphere, the food. They sat us right next to the window, so we were looking at Magic Kingdom the entire time. I don't think I was prepared for how cool I was gonna think that was as part of this meal. I didn't know, like, we don't normally get lucky to get like the good spot in restaurants a lot, but we got the good spot. And we were able to just look right down into Magic Kingdom while we ate, saw the People Mover, saw Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. It was just awesome. So California Grill was a huge, huge success. We're gonna make our way out of here now, but wow, just, I can't express how much I enjoyed that meal. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will talk to you soon.